Hello and welcome back to my series of lessons on parts of speech. This lesson is all about verbs. In this lesson, I will teach you different types of verbs that we have in English. And before beginning my lecture, as usual, if you have any question, please let me know in the comment box and I will talk to you there. So let's start our lesson today. In this lesson, you will get to know about state and action verb, main and helping verb, transitive and intransitive verb, and finally finite and non-finite verb. Well, first of all, let us know the definition of a verb. What is a verb? Well, a verb is just a word that shows an action and a state. In this sense, there are two types of verbs. That is, the first one is the state verb and action verb. So let's discuss this one first. As I have already written over there the action verbs. Okay. So what is an action verb? An action verb is one that shows the activities through the physical procedures or through physical activities or the processes. Let's see an example here. Here the players are playing in the field. That means the players are just moving in around the field and they are just playing with the ball. Okay, so here the verb playing shows the movement of the players. That means they are doing something through their movement. So playing is an action verb. Next, she is dancing on the stage. That is, she is moving or moving his different parts of the bodies on the stage. That means she is moving on the stage and showing something through her physical activities. So here dancing is also an action verb. Okay, action verb has another name, that's event verbs, or you can say dynamic verbs. Let's move on to the state verbs. First of all, let us know what is a state verb. Well, state verb is a verb that shows the state of something or the state of someone. So let's get an example here. Here, Zahid is a lecturer in English. So here the verb is, and is expressing the state of being something or being someone. So here Zahid equal to a lecturer. That means Zahid is a lecturer. He is a lecturer. This is the state of being of Zahid. And next example, you can see he has two brothers. Here the verb is has. This is also a state verb in a sense that Zahid has expressed the state of relationships with someone. So next example, everyone loves his mother. Here loves is a state verb. It has expressed the state of emotion or state of mind. And the next example, I feel tired. Okay, so what is the state of mind or the state of I? The state of I is that he is very tired. He is feeling this. Okay, so here this verb is also a state verb because he is perceiving something. So this is a state verb for perceiving. Okay, so here there is a difference between a state verb and action verb. So the difference is that action verb can be used both in progressive tense and in non-progressive tense, but the state verb should be used only in non-progressive tense. That is, we can't use them in progressive tenses. So let's get an example here. Okay, if I just write like this, I have my breakfast, and another one, I have a computer. So in both the sentences I have used have and have. Okay. In the first sentence, have has been used as an action verb, while in the second sentence have has been used as a state verb. Okay, here have means eat. That means whenever you will eat something, of course you have to do that work through the physical activities. So if you are just standing on the chair and the food will not come to you, will not go into your mouth automatically, that means you have to do something with your physics, then you can perform this action. Okay. On the other hand, if you think that I have a computer, that means you have a computer, you are not doing something to get that. That means you, here the have means own. You have owned a computer. Okay, so it has expressed the state of possession. Okay, so let's see how we can use these sentences in progressive tense. Let's see. If I just write like this, I am having breakfast. Okay, and if I just write like this, I am having a computer. Okay, so if you just write like this, are both of them right or wrong? If not, which one is the right? Let's see. If you just use this sentence here, I have already told you that have means eat. That means here having means eating. Again, action verbs. But here having means, that means you have owned something, so you are not doing something with this one. So this sentence can't be written in progressive tense, whereas we can write this one in progressive tense. So the same verb, I have used the same verbs both in progressive and in non-progressive. So what is the difference? When you will use the state verb into an action verb, then the meaning will be the different. As you can see here, the meaning is really different. Okay, so it's clear that action verb can be used both in progressive tense and in non-progressive tense, but state verb only should be used in non-progressive tense, as you can see. So this sentence is not a correct sentence, this is a wrong sentence, and here this is a correct sentence. Hope you have understood the difference between state verb and action verb. Let's move on to the next one, that is main verb and helping verb. As you can see on the whiteboard that I've written here main verb. Okay, main verb has another name, that is principal verb. Okay, so what is a main verb? You know, the verb that does not take any other help from any other verb to express the meaning is called main verb or the principal verb. Okay, that is the verb that is used independently in a sentence is called main verb or the principal verb. Let's see an example. Here I've written, I got your letter yesterday. Here you can see a verb got. It has expressed the meaning completely and does not take any other help from any other verb. So here this is a main verb. We can write MV, main verb. In the next sentence you can see they go to school. Here you will also get the verb go, and there is no other verb to help him to express the meaning. that means it has expressed the meaning completely and independently. So this is an example of another main verb. Okay, but in the same sentence you will get the combination of the main verb and helping verb. Okay, we will get the examples of them later. Let's see the next one, helping verb. You know the definition of this, that is the verbs that help the main verb to express the tense, mood of voice are called helping verbs. That is, helping verbs are used to help the main verb in expressing the tense. The another name of the helping verb is tense, verb of tense, as it is used to express the tense actually. So let's see. As you can see that helping verb is of two types. The first one is primary and the second one is modals. So let's talk about the primary auxiliary verb. That is, you can see be, do, have. These three are called primary auxiliary verbs, but they have different forms. Let's see the different forms of them. So here you can get the different forms of be are, am, okay, is, are, was, were, been, being. Okay, these are the forms of be, and they are also used as primary auxiliary verb. Next, do. It has several forms, that is does, sometimes, did. These are the forms of to do verb. And then have has several forms, that's have itself, has, and had. Okay, they are especially known as primary auxiliary verbs. Let's get an example with the help of them. Okay, here in the sentence you can see that I've got your letter just now. So here the main verb is got, and got has been helped by another verb, that is have, to express the tense, not to express the meaning here. Okay, so here have has helped got to express the tense. That's why have is helping verb. Helping verb. Okay, and got is the main verb here, and you know this is this sentence is in present perfect tense. So let's see another example. Next, they are doing the task perfectly. Here the subject is they and the main verb is doing, and doing is helped by are. Okay, so here doing is main verb and are is helping verb, because are has helped doing to express the tense of the sentences. As I have already told you that helping verbs are used to express the tense, sometimes to express the voice, sometimes to express the moods. Okay, so they are especially used as the helping verb. And you can see that there is a point that you should remember, that these are such verbs, they can be used both as the helping verb and as the main verb, and we will get the combination of helping verb or main verb later on. Okay, let's move on to the next term, another part of the helping verb, that is modals. You know modals, modal verbs. What is a modal verb? So the verb that is used to express the mood of the speaker is called modal verbs. So modals are used what? Why? Modals are used to express the mood of the speaker. Okay, let's get some examples of modal auxiliaries. Okay, first of all I'll just vanish this one here. Okay, let's see if I just use that like this. I did the work. Or another sentence, I might do the work. Another one, I could do the work. So have they expressed the same meanings? There is difference. So let's see, is there any difference? If I say I did the work, that means I am 100% sure that I've done the work. Okay, but if I say I might do the work, that is I'm not sure altogether. I'm not 100% sure. I may have the 70% of surety that I may do the work. That means it has expressing the possibility or probability of doing something, and it is expressing the surety that I have done the work. So this is not exactly what I am talking about. I am just talking about this one, might, could, and some other verbs. Okay, and this is not in our discussion, but I have just written this sentence to make a comparison with the models. So next one, if I say I might do the work, that means I am not 100% sure it may happen. Okay, so what is the mood? The mood is that the work may happen. You were just speaking in a mood that you are not certain, you are uncertain of something. So this is one kind of mood. Okay, another example, if I say I could do the work, that is, here could has been used to express my ability. So what is my mood? My mood is that I have the ability to do the work. That is, it has expressed your ability. Okay, so this is another example of modal auxiliaries. Okay, they are called modal auxiliaries, that is, they are used to express the specific mood of the speaker. Hope you have got a clear concept of these. As one point that I have already told you that both the helping verb and main verb can be used in the same sentence. In most cases we use them in combination, and another thing that I have already told you that they can be used as the main verb also. Let's get some examples about them. Okay, if I say I am writing a letter. Another sentence, I am a doctor. Okay, so here in the first sentence you can see that am is an helping verb, writing is a main verb. So we are getting the combination of helping verb and main verb in the same sentence. And in the next one you can see am. There is no other verb, only one verb, that is am. So am is the special form of be. As you can see, be, and it has another form. Okay, so we have written them in primary section, primary auxiliary verb section, but is it an helping verb or the main verb? Is it helping another verb? No, there is no other verb. There is only one verb, that is am. Here am has been used as a main verb, but in the first sentence am has been used as an auxiliary verb. Hope you have understood the difference between them. Okay, let's turn to transitive and intransitive verb. Okay, here you can see the transitive and intransitive verb. So first of all, let's know what is a transitive verb. Actually, a transitive verb always takes an object to complete its meaning. On the other hand, a transitive verb is one that doesn't need an object to complete the meaning. Okay, so let's see some other examples here to make our idea clear. So as I've already told you that a transitive verb always takes an object. So takes an object to complete its meaning. So you may have the question, so what is an object? So let's see what is an object. An object is a noun or a pronoun that receives the action. Okay, so here let's see in the first example of the portion transitive verb, that is, the boy kicked the ball. That is, here the boy is the subject and the verb is kicked. Whether it is a transitive or intransitive, let's see. the ball. So the boy had kicked. What did the boy do? The boy kicked what? Kicked the ball. Here ball is an object because this action has been taken by the ball. The ball is the receiver of the kick. Okay, and next, I know you. I know you. Whom do I know? If I ask the question whom do I know, then I will get the answer you. Here the verb is know and object is you, so it has taken an object to complete the meaning, so it's an transitive verb. Transitive verb, it is also a transitive verb. In the next example you can see, they gave me a laptop. Okay, if I ask a question, what did they give? What did they give? Then the answer is a laptop. That means it is an object. And there is another part, that is me. If I ask another question, with whom? So, whom did they give? That is, they give whom? Me. So me is another object. As you can see that in the first sentence we have got a single object. In the second sentence we have got the same singular object, but in the third sentence we have got two objects. That means a transitive verb can take a single object or it can take more than one object. Okay, so there is an easy part to find out a transitive verb. Let's see the diagram. That is, if you ask any question to a verb with what and whom, and if you get the answer of these two question words, then you can be 100% certain that the verb that will give the answer of what and whom is a transitive verb. So if you ask a question with what, you will get the direct object, and if you ask the question with whom, you will get the indirect object. You know, direct means thing and indirect means person. Okay, so is there any direct or indirect object in the sentences? Of course. In the first sentence, the object is the ball. So if you just make a question like this, what did the boy kick? And you are making the question with what, and the answer is the ball. That is, this is called a direct object, that is the object. In the second sentence, if you just make a questions with whom, and I think you will get the answer. That is, if you just say whom did I know, and the answer is you. Okay, so you is indirect object here. And in the third questions, you will get the answer of both what and whom. So here the answer of whom is me, and the answer of what is laptop. That means we are getting the combination of the direct and indirect object in a same sentence. Okay, let's move on to the intransitive verb. So as I've already told you that intransitive verb doesn't need an object to complete its meaning. Okay, let's see how can we find out an intransitive verb. So if you make a question to a verb with these WH words, and if you get the answer must be an adverb or adverbials. So adverb or adverbials. Okay, so intransitive verb will answer the questions of these on, and the answer will be adverb or adverbials. Okay, let's see an example. They went to school or college. So whether the verb is transitive or intransitive, how can we know? If you ask the question with these on, and if you get the answer, then the verb is transitive, and if you don't get the answer, then the verb will be intransitive. And to be more specific or to be more sure, you can ask the questions with one of them. So let's see whether it is transitive or intransitive. If you just make questions with what, if you say what did they go, you will not get the answer. And if you ask the questions with whom did they go, hope you will not get the answer, but you will get the answer with this one. Okay, so if you say where did they go, then the answer will be to school or to college. So this is an adverb, as it is a group of words. This is an adverbial or adverbial phrase. Okay, so here the verb is intransitive. Okay, because there is no object. And if you just ask the questions with when, you will get the adverb of time. With why, you will get the adverb of reason or the purpose, and with where, you will get the adverb of place, and how, you will get the adverb of manner or the process. So here it will answer time, it will answer reason or purpose, and it will answer place, and it will answer manner. Okay, and let's get an overview of the transitive and intransitive. I've already told you, now I'm repeating all of them. So we can find out the transitive verb by asking a questions with whom and what, as you can see in the first three examples, and we can get an intransitive verb by asking questions with this type of WH words. Okay, I think you have understood all the points very clearly. So let's move on to the final one, that is finite and non-finite verbs. Well, first of all, let's know what is a finite verb and what is a non-finite verb. A finite verb is one that can complete the meaning of a sentence, completes the meaning of a sentence without taking any help from any other verb. You have to remember that it will take help from an auxiliary verb to express tense, but it will not take any help from any other verb in expressing the meaning of a sentence. That means it can complete the meaning alone, independently. Okay. On the other hand, a non-finite verb cannot express the meaning of a sentence without taking any help from the finite verb or any other verb. Let's see. There are some of the features of a finite verb. That is, let's see what are the features. First of all, finite verb can take s, es, ed, d, en or t. Okay. The next feature is that finite verb can be changed according to the tense. That means it maintains tense. The last one is that finite verb can be changed according to number and person of the subject. So let's see some examples here. Here, the first one, he does the work. Here the subject is he, the verb is does, and you will get another person that is known as extension, or here it has been used as an object. So there is only one verb, that is does. There is no other verb to help him to express the meaning, and the meaning of this sentence, you know, it has expressed the complete meaning. He does the work. So here this is a finite verb, as it has taken s. As I've already told you that it can take any of them according to tense. In the next sentence, you can see they are making a noise. If I say this sentence, I think you will get a complete sense, and you will not ask me another thing that I need to complete the meaning. That is, it has expressed the complete meaning. So here the main verb is making, and it has taken help from are, not in expressing meaning, but in expressing the tense of these sentences. Okay, as I've already told you that finite verb will take help to express help from another verb to express the tense, not in expressing meaning. Okay, so here this is a finite verb and this is a helping verb. Okay, and in the third one, the boy killed a big snake. If I say like this, you will get a complete sense of the sentence. That means here you will get another verb, that is killed, and there is no other verb to express the meaning of the sentence. Okay, so killed is finite verb. So we are getting the finite verb like this does, and in the second one we are getting this one making, and here we are getting killed. These are called the finite verbs. So let's make a comparative study. Okay, before that let's know what are the features of the finite verb. I haven't written any features over there. Why? Because the features that you will get in the finite verbs, you will get these features in finite verbs, and you will not get these features in the non-finite verbs. That means they are common here and they are uncommon here. These are the difference. That is, finite verb will not take s or es, ed, d, ent or t. It will not be changed according to the tenses, and it will not be changed according to the number and person of the subject. These are the features of the non-finite verb, and the main point is that it cannot complete the meaning of the sentence without taking any other help. So I have written here some other example. Let's see. They dash to kill the tiger. You know, there is a what, there is a blank here, and after the blank you will get a verb kill preceding by to. So let's talk about to. In case of to, in this case, to means the. If you just like say to kill, that means hutta korte. Okay. If you say to help, means সাহায্য করতে. If you say to make, that will তৈরি করতে. So what will be the okay, তৈরি করতে. So now translate these sentences into Bangla, and what will be the meaning. They dash to kill a tiger. That is, তারা একটি বাঘ হত্যা করতে. If you say like this, it will not satisfy the person you are talking to. Okay, you need something to complete the meaning, or the some of the verbs to complete the meaning. So you can use like they decided. Okay, let's take another e. Okay, decided. If you say they decided to kill a tiger, then I think it will satisfy your answer. You will have no questions in your mind. Okay, in the next sentence you can say, okay, he dashed to help the poor. That is, সে দরিদ্রদের সাহায্য করতে. What? It will also not satisfy you. That means you want to know something more. Here we can use he wants to help the poor. Then the Bangla of this sentence will be সে দরিদ্রদের সহযোগিতা করতে চায়, and then the answer can satisfy you. You will have no more thing to know about this sentence. Same is the case with this one. So Rohim dashed to make a box. In Bangla, Rohim একটি বাক্স বানাতে. What? You will also not get a complete meaning from this sentence. So if you want to get a complete meaning from this sentence, then we have to use another verb. That is, if you write like this, desires to make a box, then you will get a complete meaning. Okay, as I have already told you that the verb that will not be able to express the meaning without taking any other help is called a non-finite verb. Hope you have got which one is the non-finite verb. Let's see. I have used these verbs first on, but it cannot express the meaning completely. It has taken the help from decide. So this one is non-finite verb, and this is a finite verb. Same is the case in case of to help, non-finite, and this is finite. Here this is a finite, and here you will get non-finite. And one more thing, that I have already told you that they will not be changed according to, that means these features will be absent from in them. So here, you know, after to we have used all the base form of the verbs. There is no s, there is no es, there is no ing, there is they have not been changed according to the number, according to the person of the subject. So here the subject is they, and it is not following any tense. To kill, the present form. Here we have used he, third person singular, and the verb has taken is. As it has taken is, that is, this is a finite verb, and you know this verb doesn't take any s or es, that is, this is a non-finite verb. Okay, same is the case in this sentence. Here Rohim, singular noun, and it has taken, the verb has taken s with it. So this is a finite verb, as I have already told you here, but here the verb to make doesn't take any s or es, it is remaining the same in present form. That's why this is non-finite verb. So that's all about verbs. Hope you have got a clear concept about the different types of verbs. As usual, at the end of the video, I would like to say that, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Please let me know in the comment box and I will talk to you there. Allah Hafiz.